Going on, Jeromes? Happy Saturday out there, everyone, everywhere. We're doing another Vikings full off-season free agency and mock draft. Plus, sources have told us that Fanspeak, this great website, Ultimate GM, go check it out. Get a premium account so you can do these drafts and free agency as well. They're adding a trade player for picks feature. It's coming. Let's get nuts. So it's Friday evening when we're recording this. You know, we're out winning the day, having a good time. So, you know what? We've been rather reserved in what the Vikings have done in free agency and the draft. Let's get nuts. Let's get effing nuts. All right, so cutting Anthony Barr, cutting Riley Reef, restructuring Kendricks, restructuring Thielen. Yeah, cutting Golden Domer. There you go. Kyle Rudolph is gone. Restructured Danielle Hunter. Well, actually, it would be an extension, but we don't have that option at this point. But no. It's here. Cutting Shamar Stephen. Restructuring Dalvin Cook. We're freeing up all the money. That's right. $40 million in cap space now. We're cutting Dan Bailey. We're cutting Britton Skullquit. Let's see here. Who else can we cut? I just feel like cutting everyone. I'm going to cut you so bad. You're going to make me wish that I don't cut you so bad. We're going to cut Jalen Holmes too, because why not? And we'll cut Drew Samia because I feel like it. Who else we going to cut? Who else is on the block? Austin Cutting. Well, he's already gone. BC, nah, keep him. Connolly, Cam, Osborne. I should cut KJ. Screw it. I'm going to do it. Miles Dorn's already gone. Chisena. Oh, no, Dorn's on IR. Then we're going to cut him. All right, so the Vikings go from in the hole to $45 million in the black. Let's go spend all of that money and make it rain on them. Let's see what went on. Jarius Wright was cut by the Panthers. Should we just get him? Because it's funny to me? All right, so guys to resign. I'm going to resign Eric Wilson. But we talked about the dynamics in the free agency market is that he might not get the $8 or $9 million per year that he probably would have gotten in the open market in a normal season. So now is the time to lowball, because I think there's going to be a ton of free agents that will sign one-year deals, prove-it deals, just to get through the season so they can hit free agency again. So Eric Wilson is back in the fold. We did get rid of Anthony Barr. Do we throw Barr a lowball offer? And then maybe we can keep the trio of Wilson, Kendricks, and Barr together, the law firm. I don't even want to go 12. Let's go really low. Like, how low can we go? Let's limbo this thing. $6 million for 1 year. I'll guarantee it. Wow. He went for it. My goodness. Should we lowball Riley Reef? Nah. All right, so we are going into free agency. We got the war chest. And yes, the Vikings certainly have the draft capital to address the interior offensive line. But we'll just spend some money. There you go. So we have moved Ezra Cleveland to left tackle. Bakhtiari is off the board. He's he signed an extension with the Packers. So let's see what's out there. Oh, Garrett Bowles signed an extension too. So got to clear a couple of names off there. Joe Thuney, no matter what. Austin Blythe. Do we bring Kelechi Assembly in? Just the remnants of him. Do we sign Ethan Posich, the pride of LSU? Played center for the Seahawks last year. Was a guy that I really liked 4 years ago. Get him to play some guard. I mean, you could. Forrest Lamp. I love Lamp. No, so we're going deep sea fishing. We're definitely going after Joe Thuney, and we're bringing the big gun. $16 million per year, 4 seasons, and we're going to guarantee 75% of it. Woo! So we got $36 million to play with. Let's see what else we got here. So it would be nice to. I do like Daquan. I do like Godchow. Shelby Harris has been talked about a lot from the Broncos, because I do want to add some defensive line depth so we're not completely naked heading into the draft. Shaq Barrett is out there. Do we just go nuts? Is there anything left in Ryan Kerrigan and Justin Houston? I don't know. Leonard Floyd did have a nice one-off season with the Rams. I don't know if it's enough to get him paid in free agency, though. It's Aldon Smith. Gosh, man. Well, defensive tackle is more pressing of a need than edge. We've talked about Ogunjobi's. I mean, do we go after the mercenary Ndamukong Suh? Do we bring him back to the NFC North? Do we just buzz the tower one time? All right, $9 million for 1 year. and we'll guarantee 70%. So we'll just check it out. Safety, so we let Anthony Harris walk. You could pick up a hooker. Marcus Williams signing would be hilarious, actually. All right, let's make an offer. So, 13 million per year for 3 years, and we'll guarantee 65% of it. And you will be welcomed in by Vikings fans. Vikings fans already love you, Marcus Williams. All right, so Ndamukong Suh said no. Marcus Williams said yes, so that definitely changes what we're going to be doing in the draft, because before we had really passed, when we just do mock drafts where it's simply the draft and not factoring in free agency, we've been doubling and tripling down. Well, not tripling, but doubling down on safety in the mid-round. So that certainly changes the calculus a bit. Joe Thuney, no matter what. That's right, babe. So we got 2 big-time free agents in the building. How much we got left? All right, so we got $15 million. We're going to spend this cheddar. We're going to get this out here. What do? Wide receiver 3 would be interesting, but there's plenty of decent names in the draft. Don't have a ton to spend. Do you go after a guy like John Ross, where that straight line speed? Do you know that John Ross was never used on kick returns with the Bengals, when that was the best part of his game when he was at Washington? How ridiculous is that? It just speaks to the dysfunction of the Bengals. But we'll buzz the tower one out. $3 million, 1 year, and you're going to like the 1 year contract. I guarantee it. We'll give offer 60%. Yeah. Defensive line. All right, so Rankins is there. Collins. I mean, Shelby Harris, sure. I do like Godchow. All right, Shelby Harris. It's not going to be a lot. And we've talked about that. Shelby Harris kind of reminds me of Tom Johnson, where it took him a while to find his career footing. And then when he caught on, he filled a nice niche role. Been sort of a rotational spot starter for the Broncos. So Shelby Harris is in the building. All right, so D-tackle, Harris. Marcus Williams. Welcome to Minnesota. Joe Thuney. All right, so $12 million to spend. Do we make another run at, well, no, we don't really need that, but we go after a wide receiver. Michael Schofield had been the guy that had been in the Vikings crosshairs for a trade for a number of years, but just never really happened. We'll throw a 1 year, $2 million deal at Forrest Lamp. Second round pick out of Western Kentucky. I liked him 4 years ago. Just never really got going with the Chargers, except I think that might be a systematic problem because their offensive line has been ass. Absolute ass. D-line. No, we already addressed D-line. But wide receiver 3, I'm not going to overpay for John Ross. Do we go Keelan Cole? We could go Keelan Cole. So Keelan Cole, Chris Connolly got let go by the Jaguars, is what it is. 4 years, $2 million, and we'll guarantee 70%. How about that? All right, Keelan Cole says no. Forrest Lamp, welcome on in. Now, Forrest Lamp is not going to be handed a starting job. This is a depth signing, as well as he did play some tackle in college. So, he could serve as like a swing guard tackle backup potentially. He might not even make the roster. So, we'll see. One more. Well, I was going to sign RG3. I feel like I kind of have to now, just for the hilarity of RG3 backing up Kirk Cousins, because if you're not going to have fun with this, I mean, what the hell is the point? And then wide receiver, we can throw $5 million at someone, but I'm not thrilled with. Well, I do like Tyrell Williams. Sort of was wasted in Las Vegas, but like his career with the Chargers was solid. I do like him as a big-bodied outside the number receiver. All right, so we'll toss that in, and that'll be it. All right, so we got RG3, and we got Tyrell Williams. I mean, that's not bad. So you're coming out of free agency with Thuney, RG3, Marcus Williams, Shelby Harris, as well as Tyrell Williams. So even though a little bit on the nuttier side, especially, by the way, the Vikings had to just pinch every single penny to make it happen, it is quasi-realistic, except for the RG3 thing. That ain't happening, but it'd be funny to me. So 7 rounds. Fan speak Steve's big board. Let's see, draft order. Yeah. Difficult. Es muy difícil. Let's drafto. All right, come on, trade offer. Right away. Come on. No one? Bueller? There we go. I was too far zoomed in. Sorry, I blew up. All right, start the round. Let's see what's happened. And they're drafting Trevor Lawrence 1, even though he needs a labrum. Non-throwing shoulder. He should be fine. Wow, Trey Lance 2 to the Jets. Ooh. Come on, let's get nuts. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I thought it might be. Oh my gosh, Zach Wilson is on the board. So, usually in these situations, we do play it a little bit more according to Hoyle. So, Zach Wilson is probably not going to be there at 14. So, we're just going to let him be. But, I mean, we do have a problem now. So, since we re-signed Eric Wilson and Anthony Barr, Parsons at 14, probably less likely. Nah. It's a little bit annoying. But let's recap here. So, Lawrence 1, Trey Lance 2 to the Jets. Wow. Shocker. Penny Sewell to the Dolphins. Yes. Kwity Paye to the Falcons. Yeah, okay. Farley to the Bengals. I mean, they signed like 17 cornerbacks last offseason. I guess if they lose William Jackson, but they're going to pass on all that wide receiver talent. And Slater. Probably not. But the Eagles, Devontae, sure. Waddle, Lions, yes. Pitts, Panthers. I don't know how they would pass up Justin Fields or Kyle Wilson. Or Zach Wilson. I keep saying Kyle Wilson because he's the cornerback from Boise State that didn't work out, first round bust by the Jets. Whatever. 9, yeah, the Broncos would have taken one of the quarterbacks, but taking Aziz as a de facto replacement for Von Miller, sure. Slater, Cowboys, yes. Jamar Chase, Giants, wow. Fields, the 49ers, finally something makes sense. And the 13, Patrick Surtain. Yeah. The O-line is terrible, but their secondary definitely needs some freshening as well. So now, what do you do at this spot? Well, I would ideally look to trade down. So we'll see what the market is out there. Let's see who's on the back end of the first round. The Jaguars are back there, sure. All right, Jaguars. How about your trade declined? How dare you? Oh, they took the trade. Oh, crap. All right, so the Vikings moved down from 14 to 23, and then they got the first pick of the third round. Now, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's not two. It's the first pick of the third round, man. Calm down. All right, so now on the clock again. Didn't really miss out on anyone of note. I mean, Basham, sure. Quincy Roche. Wow. Darrisaw, yes. Basham, yes. Asante, yes. Parsons, yes. Well, yes. But let's see who's on board. All right, so, Barmore is still on board? Man. That is really tempting. All right, so Barmore's on board. I might have to go with it. Yeah, because even though he signed Shelby Harris, Christian Barmore working in as a 3-tech, Shelby Harris rotates in as well. I mean, that's some nice value. It's really good. And since we have addressed items in free agency, signing Joe Thuney, signing Forrest Lamp, offensive line, still a need, but is it as big of a need if you just cut Reef and you didn't sign Joe Thuney? No, it's not. All right, man, there's still a lot of talent here. But are we just going to see how the board plays out? I guess. Yeah. Wyatt Davis, no matter what. Oh, it's going to hurt. Let's see who's on the board here. All right, so they have Ben Cleveland listed as a guard, which, no, he's pretty much only played right guard. Quinn Mainers. Ooh. Oh, sorry, Ben Cleveland, center. There you go. Quinn Mainers. Ooh. Wide receiver. So they got Eskridge, they got St. Brown, they got Felton listed as wide receiver, which is smart because that's what he is, as opposed to just listing him as a running back. All right, so into the third round, Vikings have 3 third-round picks, including number 1 overall. Got a couple of offers. Oh, the offer for the not as good third-round pick. Okay. I don't want to do a deal with the Bears, but I can move down 9 spots and pick up a late 4th-round pick, so I will do that with the Steelers. And screw you, Bears. All right, starting the round. We are on the clock. And all right, so now the Cowboys are offering to move down 8 spots and then pick up a high 4th-round pick. I will accept that. Yes. All right, so we're still on the clock. So who's on board? Tutu Atwell, Terrace Marshall Jr. still on board. Eskridge is still on board. Wow. So wide receiver, I mean, that's sexy right now. That's looking really good. Our upcoming picks. All right, so we have 4 third-rounders now. 1, 23, 34, and 38. So positional value-wise, wide receiver is going to be good to go. I'm not really standing on the table for any name in particular. They're all sort of whatever. Well, they're not all whatever, but I'm interested in all of them. Looking at edge. Now, this is intriguing. So, Osa Odigizua is listed as an edge, where he did play some edge at UCLA. I think that he potentially could be a rotational guy. He had himself a phenomenal week at the Senior Bowl. Joe Tryon is there from Washington. Chris Jones, Rumpf. So that is interesting. I'm definitely taking edge. Man, Shakatoni's down there too. I'm definitely taking edge. Do you take Odigizua with an eye to have him play more edge since we did take Barmore? I mean, that would make sense. That would be the play in this spot. Or, I mean, Tryon is perfectly fine there. Patrick Jones, I like a lot. Chris Rumpf does need to add some size, but is also a legacy pick. You know, his dad, I believe, is the defensive line coach of the Bears now. Don't quote me on that. Let's see, defensive interior. Man. So Tommy Tongai. Because we've talked about how I do want to get a backup nose tackle. And Tongai would be that guy. Cornerback-wise, like I said, Wilson, Newsome. Wow, Newsome's on board. Wow. All right, so what do you do at this spot? I do want Newsome. I do want Felton. I do want Ben Cleveland, at least, at minimum. Do we have to overdraft Mainers in this spot? Trey Smith is still on board. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Quinn Mainers is way down there. All right, so big board. Just taking one more look. Jabril Cox would be a great pick here, except we re-sign Barr and Wilson. But, of course, they're both on one-year deals. Yeah, that might be too much value to pass up. Yeah, Jabril Cox, come on in. Come on in. Now, we did take Cox with the thinking is that, okay, Cox, whatever happens with Barr, whatever happens with Wilson, depending on how much guaranteed money, actually we guaranteed a decent part of their one-year deal. So it's like you can't just cut them in camp. So that's unfortunate. But be what it be. Now, Deontay Brown still sitting there chilling. All right, so now we're getting in the offering of the future first round, future picks territory, and we're not in on that. So, all right, so at the top of the board, Deontay Brown. Okay, Dynami's there. Patrick Jones is still there for edge. Perfectly fine with that. Wide receiver. And we missed out on the top end of the wide receivers, but what can you do? So Dynami's there. Amari had himself a great Senior Bowl. Cornerback-wise, yeah, Greg Newsome's going to pop here anytime soon. So what do we do? What do we do in this spot? Yeah, so you're going to be fine on offensive line for a hot second. I'm going to take a wide receiver, so I'm going to take Amari Rodgers. Coming out of Clemson. Come on in. Wide receiver 3. Let's go. Well, wide receiver 4, depending on what happens with Tyrell Williams. We already cut KJ Osborne, so there you go. All right, so next up, we are on the clock at 34. Now, we talked about cornerback. I don't think Greg Newsome falls as far, but I'm certainly going to take advantage of that. Oh, Eric Stokes? Really? Edge. Rumpf is there. Yeah, Rumpf is in danger of going first, isn't he? Yeah, offensive line, we're good to go. Can take Cleveland. Probably at the... Yeah, I have to take Newsome. Well, I have to take Rumpf, and then I'm going to take Newsome at 38. And they'll just roll the dice, whatever happens on the O-line. But Spielman ignores the offensive line. Newsome, there you go. Welcome on in. You're the next contestant on Who Wants to Be a Minnesota Viking. So this could be a legendary third round, man. Jabril Cox easily could start at linebacker for the Vikings coming up soon. Amari Rodgers, wide receiver 3 or 4, helps in the return game. Chris Rumpf the second, rotating in with DJ Wanham, getting it on the edge. Greg Newsome the second. Wow. I like it, man. I like it. Enhance. All right, so now who are we targeting? Now, yeah, safety as well as offensive line. So the Vikings, all right, so we got 5 fourth-round picks. Do we need all of them? Not necessarily. So I want to do some moving up. Yeah. Well, the Jaguars are at 1. Yeah, I'm going to start condensing some of these picks. All right, so I will give you 5 and a 5. Trade decline. I will give you 5, 5, 5, 5, 7. Wow. So you're just going to be a jerk, huh? Is this what's going to go on, Jacksonville? Is this what's happening? Is this what's going on for Duval? Please. I might just take my picks and go home. All right, fine. Yeah. I'm taking my picks and going home. Waiting on 10 now. We're just going to have too many guys on the roster. Hopefully they keep the practice squad at 16. No, I'm not really interested in moving. Well, we could get 2 fourth-rounders now. Nah. All right, so Richie Grant's at the top of the board. Shelvin, who we talked about, is still... Wow. Because we talked about getting a backup defensive tackle. I don't think Shelvin would last to the 4th round, but you never know. So Ben Cleveland, 127. Yeah, Shelvin's in the most danger of going, so we're going to... Yeah, because we're pretty much whatever on the safeties. Yeah, because we get Hufanga Stearns, Gillespie down there. Our Darius is down there. Hell. All right, so now, yeah, we're taking Tyler Shelvin. Backup nose tackle for Michael Pierce. Plus Pierce and... No, I do not want more picks. No. All right. So now what we're looking for. That's all D linemen. All right, so we missed out on Ben Cleveland. B would it be? David Moore still there chilling. Yeah, we got to move on some of these guys. Dale Falale's still there. Or Brad Dunn's is still there. The pride of Becker, Minnesota. Or do we just take Quinn Manners? Just because we can. We're going to get David Moore first. All right, come on in. But he's not a scheme fit. Don't care. Adding size. Just getting after it. And no. And, all right, so do we go safety? I mean, Richard Grant is still on board. When do we pick again? Oh, 23? Oh, yeah, we'll just take Richie Grant here. And then we'll take Quinn Manners next. No, I don't want your stupid trades or your stupid picks or your stupid faces. There you go. Quinn Manners, welcome on in. I'm liking this draft already, man. Even though a little bit odd, but, take it as you can get it. So now, let's see here. Wide receiver. Oh, yeah, we're on the clock again. Darden. Wow, Darden's still there? Daz Newsome? Shoot. Shi Smith? Come on. Let's go, son. Let's see. Tight end. Farrell's on board. Bushman, sure. Tackle. Do we just take Daniel Falale? Man. I think at this point, well, who's still available at quarterback? So Kellen Mond. Yeah, I definitely want to take him. You know what? I'm just not going to let Jalen Darden get away at this point. Even though probably unlikely that he's going to be available in the late 4th. You never know. You never know, especially with how deep this wide receiver class has been, because we faced that similar situation in the 2nd round or at the top of the 3rd round, where it's like, all right, so a dozen of these guys we all like, so we can address other positions where the talent pool is a little bit more shallow, and you just take what you can get. And sometimes guys get pushed down the draft board. Yeah, I do want Hufanga. Or, nah, I'm fine taking our Darius. When do we pick again? 13? Hurry up again. What's my weakness? Honey Badger 2.0. Our Darius, come on in. All right, so we got corner. We're good on safety. We doubled down again. So now you have Josh Metellus, you have Richie Grant, and you have Ardarius Washington. And Ardarius should just be listed as general purpose defensive back, as opposed to just safety. All right, so you're good on corner. Quarterback. I mean, you do have your choice of Jamie Newman or Kellen Mond. I do like the size of Newman better. So running back wise, didn't he go back to school? Yeah. Radons. Yeah, I'm not going to pass. I can't pass on Radons at this spot because I would be really bummed if the Vikings miss out on him. Just a dude who just gets after it, has great physical tools, probably would benefit from redshirting for a couple of seasons in the NFL, and it's a perfect setup for him. I actually think we might have too many draft picks. All right, so 3 left, 2, 6, and a 7th. Start the round. So what's left? Got the linebacker. Edge. Patrick Johnson still on board. Clemens, sure. Herring, yes. Let's see here. Kelvin Joseph went, right? No, Kelvin Joseph's still there. I got too many defensive backs, though. Even though, as weird as that sounds, just too many good. Naquan. Oh, Naquan's still there. Yeah, I'm going to grab him. I missed out on quarterback. Not taking Costello, not taking Buechele, I could take Felipe Franks. I'm just going to take whoever the hell I want at this point. Damn the Torpedoes. We had 17 picks in. I'm even going to draft a kicker. Just because we have, how many picks do we have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got 15 again. Spielman tied his own damn record. But this is one way to combat the salary cap, is just basically cut everyone and then have a whole bunch of draft picks. So there you go. I'm going to do it. I'm drafting a kicker. I don't care what y'all say. And I know some people be like, well, the draft is ruined now. Eat it. I signed Joe Thuney. What do you want from me? How do you like me now? All right, so lastly, we're taking Naquan. Just double and triple it. Or do we just take another offensive lineman? That way people can't complain about Spielman ignoring the offensive line. Take a tackle prospect. Adrian Ely, though. Nah. Do we take a third wide receiver? Don't really need to. Nah. We'll take a tight end. There you go. All right, Jordan Wilson coming out of UCLA. Let's go. I'm pretty fired up, man. If it goes down like this, not saying that it will, let's go, baby. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Come on, 7th round. Wrap this thing up. Got to talk about our wins, including RG3, backing up Kirk Cousins for the LOLs. Do it for the gram. All right, so here's what happened. All right, so we cut Barr, Reef, Rudy, Shamar Stephen, Dan Bailey, Skullquit. Didn't draft a punter or sign a punter, whatever. Jalen Holmes gone, Samia gone, Cutting is cut. Osborne, Miles Davis, as well as Miles Dorn, both of them gone. Restructured Daniil, the real deal Hunter. Well, actually extended, but didn't have that option. Thielen, Kendricks, and Dalvin. Money shuffled around. Re-signed Wilson and Barr on the cheap. Signed Joe Thuney in open free agency. Again, I wish they showed average per year as opposed to cap hit, but yeah. $15 million per year. Joe Thuney, we threw $13 million per year at Marcus Williams coming up from the Saints. Woo. Shelby Harris from the Broncos, Forrest Lamp from the Chargers, RG3, because why the hell not? Tyrell Williams, who, if he can revert back to his Chargers, Tyrell Williams, absolutely in. And then the draft, baby. So moved down from 14 to 25 with the Jaguars. Christian Barmore, come on in. Just betting on that upside, man. 3-tech of the future, getting it done. Absolute one-man wrecking crew. In the college football playoffs, getting it. Jabril Cox had himself a great Senior Bowl, and really was the straw that stirs the drink in the middle of that LSU defense in 2019, and a guy that will greatly benefit from, Tyler Shelvin in the house. But Cox, as well as Troy Dye, another year of special teams duty behind Wilson, behind Barr. But, I mean, at this point, do you trade one of them? You certainly could. Then Amari Rodgers, wide receiver from Clemson, had himself a great Senior Bowl. Dynamic playmaker, comes in as wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4 with Tyrell Williams. Plus, by the way, speed demon, Jalen Darden, the pride of North Texas. Go Mean Green. Woo! Let's get it. Cornerback-wise, added Greg Newsome, absolute alpha playmaker from Northwestern. He drops into a cornerback room. I wouldn't be shocked if it's Newsome and Dantzler are starting on the outside, and then you got El Jefe in the slot. Shelvin, some depth and size on the defensive line because, that was the main issue with the Vikings last year. So a guy who can back up Pierce as well as play with him in some short yardage and goal line situations, it's phenomenal. I mean, Tyler Shelvin, team first guy, just takes up bodies, plays 2 gaps for LSU. Phenomenal get. And then, Spielman ignores the offensive line. But remember, signed Joe Thuney, signed Forrest Lamp, but David Moore, Quinn Mainers from Wisconsin Whitewater. Mainers, even though he had a great Senior Bowl week of practice, I think that he certainly could benefit from basically sitting for a year, maybe a year and a half. We'll see. Dylan Radden's in that same boat, coming up from a lower level of competition, but the physical tools to get it done. And then, What else we got? Oh, Richie Grant from UCF. I love it. I love it, man. Ardarius Washington, Honey Badger 2.0, former teammate of El Jefe Gladney at TCU. Felipe Franks, big-bodied, big arm. He was a Florida guy, then transferred out after Kyle Trask came in, took the job. Had sort of a whatever season with the Razorbacks, but you're betting on the traits and potential. Evan McPherson might be the only kicker who gets drafted this year. I don't know. And then Jordan Wilson is also a person. Tight end from UCLA. So, yeah, we gambled a little bit, cleared up some money, threw it around, made a rain on free agency, and then moved around in the draft. Spielman ignores the offensive line. Don't care. Ezra Cleveland is starting left tackle. Joe Thuney is your starting left guard. I don't know, David Moore or Oli Simaka-Udo or Kyle Hinton or Mainers or I don't care. Someone else started right guard. Just not Dozier because he's not here. He gone. Boom. But your thoughts, full Vikings free agency and 7-round mock draft, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, pull us on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.